Hi and welcome back to the PANTAMERA CSGO Challenge Qualifier. I am Mark Ross and with me it is of course Gieta.
Hello.
We are still here after the long breaks. We missed the last match because it was a lot of problems around there, but the match has been finally done and it's been Volvo's Gaming winning, I do believe 16-8 against Zala Mix, so they already got a spot. So I believe it is the seed match. And
No, actually, they got a spot straight for the main event, and the winner of this one will go straight into the main event as well on the 27th of February.
So this is a match against Zala Mix and RCTIC eSports. Let's see if Zala Mix those feel any better than the last match. And from RCTIC it is gonna be Sagerton, Twista, Zurilazer, Sawan, X7. While for Alabig is gonna steal for Elysius, Colbert, Relaxa, Waldner, and Freddy Frog. So knife round that we can see again. It's looking like it might be Alamix the ones to choose where to start.
Let's be honest here, Mark. RCTIC, obviously the favorites to win. That being said, though, they actually got knocked out from the winner bracket very early on by LMX. So this is actually a rematch.
Yeah, but that match I do believe it was on Demi Rage, and we are on Dust 2.
Correct.
So, I don't know who of the teams was the last ones choosing for this map to be played. But anyway, we're gonna be seeing Dasu for the first time on this qualifier from Pantamera. We've seen a match on Inferno, a couple of them, well, 1.5 in Mirage, and then we are now in Dasu for finish the thing. Seems like both of the teams are ready, I do believe.
But yeah, as you pointed out, last time these two teams played was on a totally different map. It was on Mirage. Now it's Dust 2. And I will actually favor RCTIC Gaming or RCTIC eSports here on Dust 2 because Dust 2 is a very tactical based map. And because they've been playing together for a long time, they have been playing for quite a while now. I do believe that they have the better shot at winning this one.
Even though it is a tactical map, because it is a tactical map, but it is one of those that the most important thing is your reflections and the aiming you have. So that's why it is, sorry, that's the most favorable map when you play being a mix, because everyone knows this map, everyone can play whichever tactic on this too. I mean, you can say, for example, onto any high level matchmaking, you can say standard B, and they know that it's gonna be one looking for middle from Suicide or T-Base, another one going lower B, and 3 of them gonna go into the B, for example. It's one of those maps that everybody knows how to play at.
Yeah, correct. Dust 2 is one of the oldest maps in the book. It's a map that have, like, the map itself haven't changed that much throughout the years, but it's like the tactical build around the map and how you play this map have changed so much, and it keeps changing. It used to be heavy CT sided because of the tactical advantage on CC side, but it actually recently it turned into a little bit of a favorite T-sided map. It is one of the most equal maps around, though.
Yeah, but actually that was a big thing that involved many of those maps that was city side. Actually, let's face that. I mean, all the plant the bomb maps from Counter-Strike, they are more favorable to CTs. But since Valve a couple of months ago, they increased the sky limit. This allows the T side to throw nades from a long distance, and this helps them a lot to make sick strategies.
And we see already one of the smokes coming over from top side of middle towards the T-spawn. That's a short smoke. lands on Xbox mid, allows you to push up short very easily. You can throw that smoke from, I believe it's 3 or 4 different
Yeah, you can
areas
throw it from the
where you're
box,
safe.
from the box outside your T-base. You can throw it from a shadow as well, close to this box. You can throw it on double doors, and you can throw it right here on underpass where we see so. You can throw that kind of smoke from 4 different places. And anyway, the first kill was from Kolberg here in the middle, taking down to Sagertun. Already is starting really good for Alamix, waiting a lot of time to make anything from RCTIC eSports. I do believe they tried to get the entry kill, but they actually failed at it, and they have to develop into something else. They tried to push on mid, but Wonder, who spotted a player before the smoke pops off, takes on the head from So, and Colbert keeps on killing, will take one and another, and he keeps on shooting. But Freddy will be the one taking Twista. Twista could have finished with Columber before, so even though Alamix will be the ones taking the first round and the weapons.
And great job here in the pistol round by Alamix. First off, we saw Kalberg sitting in middle and just waiting for the mid push to come in. And he got a great shot right off the bat. And then he fell back towards the B side, got 2 more kills over on the B side. Great job by him so far.
And just a point so on people watching at home, Kipostel, yeah, I believe that's the way you pronounce this. It is actually Zurdazer, so call it for its real name, Zurdazer. Anyway, some shots being dealt by Kalberg in middle, leaving actually Zurdazer back in the early stages of this round. He was on middle, that falls to 30 HP, and also Sagerton falls to 31, X7 falls to 73, and it's going to be RCTIC eSports, the Finns, getting onto the A side, fully blinded yet, but actually it is the same for the CP playing around there. It was Paralysis who could have taken onto Zurdazer before, but Relaxer will came with the kill as well. The bomb is going to be planted anyway by the RCTIC eSports, So taking a kill. Colbert making the same on the Twista, and all is on the hands of So. 1 against 3. He does have to buy some time, but that's going to be impossible. Colbert will take the kill from Ramp, and it's going to be the round for Alamix. They lost a couple of players here and there. They allowed the bomb to be planted, so it is going to be probably RCTIC eSports making quite of a buy right now, or did they force it? No, they don't, so they can make a buy right now if they want to. You can see already the AKs and the Galil in the hands of So. Also a Galil for X7. But anyway, Alamix got this early advantage, 2-0 for them.
Yeah, I do want to point out the short push coming in from RCTIC Gaming here, or RCTIC eSports. I keep calling them gaming for some weird reason. But the short push coming in from them, they smoke off site completely, and Twister actually picking up the Tech 9, just rushing through site and getting a crazy frag onto Paralicious, playing at the barrels.
We can see Mr. Sol trying to shut through the door, but it's gonna be finally Zurdazer taking the kill onto Kolberg, but there's still Mr. Wolver playing around, so the meat is still in cover by the members of Alamix. 7 falls to 24 HP, and they're gonna develop onto pushing short twists around B, but there is Freddy as well, B side. The bomb sitting around tunnels, still 50 seconds to be played. And you can see around in the map that RCTIC eSports are not yet committed to anything. They made the entry frag, but that's about it. The bomb sitting into the tunnels, Twist is around there covering this for a Freddy Frog to feel fancy to push. But by seeing the bomb in the tunnels, I do believe it's gonna finish as a B push for RCTIC eSports. Well, not even though this have a nice position in middle. This bomb fully gonna cover the side. And you can see already a Sagertun with X7 making the push into the B side. It's gonna be Freddy taking down on 7 with Sagertun. Can't make the refrag Wolver. In the other hand, took a kill in the middle, and that's a 3 against 3. Bomb's gonna be planted anyway on B side. And that's so far RCTIC eSports taking 2 out of 3 rounds bomb planted. Around right now, it's Alamix having to do this retake. Some flashes already being thrown. Sao taking one onto Walnut. Relaxa will take Twista, and everything falls for Relaxa since Sao took another kill, and Perolisius will fall down. Alamix will have to save this last M4, 7 HP for Relaxa, so it's impossible for him to do anything. He, well, does have a defuse kit, but with 7 HP, you cannot afford to make a retake by yourself.
Yeah, good point, and also very good play here by RCTIC Gaming. As you pointed out, they got the entry frag early on towards middle. I believe it was Sagaton through the smoke or through the door, taking down.
Yeah, it was either Sagaton or Zurazer. I do believe it was Zurazer, but anyway, they took the first kill and then they waited. They waited and they kept on waiting.
Yeah, basically just resetting your position and trying to get some sort of advantage by not showing yourself and hoping for the CC side to commit to a push or something like that.
On the other hand, Alamix did well keeping their positions and trying to work with that. They got a kill into the B side. I do believe it was X7 to fall in there, but they got refragged and that was about it. RCTIC eSports got B side completely empty and nothing more to happen. But look at Perolisius pushing from double doors, slowly developing, and that's a ton of information by Alamix. But it's gonna be final Sagaton hugging on Church, taking Perolisius down. And again, RCTIC eSports, they got the first frag, and after this, they just wait, reset positions. Actually, it's gonna go for a B push, and I do believe they've been hurt. As you can see, it is Waldner getting back to the B side, but it's gonna be the first one getting down, and it just leaves the thing for Colbert with a P2K. Impossible to do anything with that. Playing on Windows still for Relaxa with the M4, but can't do anything. Sartor just rushes into the window and takes the kill. And so far, RCTIC eSports this way didn't lost a single member yet. Bombs planted, just Freddy Frog with a P250 to try and do something.
Yeah, and as you can see by the position of Freddy Frog here, he's just waiting behind lower tunnels or Xbox middle, just sitting and waiting for someone to push him and maybe pick up a weapon, but there's not really anything else he can do in this position.
And I don't think that RCTIC eSports is gonna go for any hunt of the CT. They're just gonna try and escape from this, but actually from behind, Freddy can pick up something. We'll get out and make some shots, but actually it is Zoridazer making the kill onto the City player. 2-on-2, there comes the tie. And I don't think that Alamix does have money enough to make a buy. You can see already some M4s falling for the players. It's going to be an AVP for Freddy Frog, and it's going to be Relaxa playing with the Scout. We've seen them before playing Relaxa with the Scout on Mirage. He did actually pretty good. Full rifles for the Finns. As we can see, 4 AKs and the M4 in the hands of Twister. So far, the Finns are starting to build an economy. Sol keeps on trying to shoot on middle, and that's where the entry frags from RCTIC has been done every single time. Relaxa falling to 85 HP though. A couple of inches away, and it might get the headshot from Sol, but it didn't happen. It was instead a shoulder shot by the RCTIC player. RCTIC again delaying every single round that they've been playing, kept on trying to shot through the doors, been working as we've said before. But from Alamix, maybe they shall try something else. Right now it is not working. Another time the smoke in middle will allow them to push around, but so we're gonna get full blinded. That allows the Relaxa to boost himself onto this city box. As well, the smoke into city to make this push around this short. It's gonna be the Relaxa taking X7 down, and Zurazer will make the refrag. Freddy Frog with the op, taking the kill onto Zurazer, and securing that day. Will have troubles to enter into the A set. A lot of smoke is in long. This will allow the T's to plant the bomb. And RCTIC so he kept on the church. Will take down onto Calvert. It's a 3-on-3 situation again for a retake. And before it didn't work it, but right now Walner taking the kill to Twista. The bomb is planted for short, so they got the right position to cover. He's gonna be actually So making some shots. He can spot it out, and So can take down onto Walnut. Freddy Frog will take the refrag, and it's gonna be Sagerton to deny this defuse. Fails the full spray, and actually will take the double kill with the Glock. Is that? Yeah, the Glock. So Sagerton, oh my god. When he ends up
crazy.
When he ends up with bullets and you're thinking, okay, that's it. I mean, he have to reload and they will defuse the bomb. He take the first kill and then he keeps on spraying through the smoke, and he will take the other play that was playing the defuse. So this round is for the Finns as they take the lead, and they have to play against Alamix and Nico. It's gonna be Sagerton with the first kill onto Relaxa. He's gonna headshot though. Nice shots by Freddy inside of this A side. Paralysis actually, but he's gonna get killed by this Mach 10 Twista, and Sagerton making some more kills, and all falls for Freddy. Freddy in hand with P2K, but nothing to do around there. Twista will meet them at the palm tree and take the kill. So RCTIC eSports, even though they lost the first 2 rounds, they are exactly doing what they have to do. Taking the first kill, then putting the piece, and, well, developing after this.
And as I pointed out, a very tactical map here, and we see it coming in from Arctic Gaming, or RCTIC eSports. I keep calling them gaming for some weird reason. We see it coming in by delaying every single round and using the time rather than going for something fast.
Somehow they know that Walden was playing in that side. This we didn't point it out before, but it's gonna be Alamix playing with a double AVP setup. Walden falling to 34 SP, but he does have 1, and Relaxa playing with the same. And nice boost for Zor, taking down onto Colbert. For the first frag, again falling for the Finns. Alamix that they have to put something different, and they don't seem to know what to do against this. They kept losing the entry frag every single time, and after this it's just RCTIC eSports waiting and, well, knowing where they have to make the push. This time it's gonna be towards B. Zuri Razor with the AWP attempting to take another kill, and there it is Relaxa with the AWP as well. Oh, actually Waldner with the AWP in B. Relaxa's playing A. We're gonna go for Walden to see how well he does make the first shot into Twista, but Sagerton pushing onto Car, making another one. So that's gonna be it for RCTIC eSports to plant this bomb, and it's gonna be a 3 against a 2 against 4 retake as X7 takes down on Paralysius. Relaxa, he will take the easy headshot with the AWP, but that's gonna be it for the play of Alamix. He will have to try and save her. So going for this hunt. They don't want to allow the CTs to keep any AWP nor M4. Freddy Frog trying to save the M4 as well in lower tunnels. But the thing is going to be around A side. Relaxa having to make the shot, and amazing no scope onto So. Showing to the T's that they cannot take away the AWP from this man. But anyway, RCTIC eSports with another round slowly making this advantage widely big. 3 rounds already, 5 rounds in a row for the Finns, and since they got the weapons they didn't lost a single one. Right now Alamix keeps on the buy, and for 3 of their players of a match for Paralysis, it's gonna be Relaxa keeping with the AWP. RCTIC eSports happy enough with what they've been doing. AKs for the most of the players, and the AWP for Zuri Razor. They're gonna go for this B, and they're throwing those nades that we've seen before doing from Ninjas in Pyjama. They even have a video, I do believe, in YouTube showing how to do that kind of strat. But Walden and Relaxa making 3 kills. X7 will have to take down onto Walden, but Relaxa keeps on playing in car. It's gonna take another one with the open, easy one, falling for Alamix, and it just Zuri Razor with an AWP itself trying to keep alive on short, but a minute to attempt this. Too much time. It's gonna be falling to half HP for the nades. And he's actually being surrounded by CTs. This flashback not gonna make anything. He misses the shot and too short. And Colbert trying to pre-aim and pre-shot the corner. It's not gonna be anything spotting out from there. Zero Days they're trying to keep alive. Looking for mid again. And well, actually falling down. They allow him to save the ult, but it's gonna be the thing. Colbert will finally get the kill with a nice headshot on short. And Alamis will get another round for them.
Great hold by LMX here, especially as you pointed out, Relaxa and Waldner just sitting in a good spot, and both of them just holding it down and denying this short push from Arctic.
And that was, I do believe, the first time that Arctic tried out a strategy different than just taking the first kill and waiting. And it was, as we said before, there's the one that it was created by Ninjas in Pyjama a couple of years ago, and it didn't work for them. I do believe when you're playing on a high level of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, if you show some kind of smokes, I do believe that the cities already can read out of this and know what you're doing. At least if you do that kind of a strat that is mostly known by every single team. They keep waiting this time again for short. The bomb, even though it's playing on lower tunnels, it's on the back on Twister. For Alamix, they are happy enough, not pushing anything. Holding every single corner. It seems like they want to make some noise into the A side, but the bomb is going to go towards B. Let's see Twister and Segerton around tunnels. And it is used inside of B. It's Freddy Frog. 7 taking down to Walden. Culver will make the refrag. And they laid it up, so Freddy Frog can take up both of them. Takes one of the AKs and goes inside these tunnels. But caught with an 8 in the hand. Sao will take the kill. And develop onto the B push. Just 15 seconds remaining. They are not really confident getting around there. Sao, even though can take the kill, Paraliso will make the refrag. Zoro Laser does the same onto Paraliso, trying to plant the bomb. It's a duel of Opes. And I do believe it's gonna be ending for Relaxa with Pistol, even though he has been spotted, and Zoro Laser can take the kill. It was looking like Calamix could have taken this round for them pretty easy. But they took the wrong movements though. I mean, you've seen Freddy Frog pushing into tunnels, and then it was, I do believe it was Walner inside B side, in the middle of nowhere, without cover ship. Here's to fall, even though it's Colner on B side. Freddy Frog with a P250 will take down onto Sagerton, even though that reveals his position. He's surrounded by Kiss, so X7 will take the kill. And they are already on B side. Eagle, even though for Walner, but Disney will fall him to 19 HP, and they kept on shooting through the smoke. He tries to peek around, jumping, but doesn't find mostly anything. Walner to 19, and the rest of the players getting onto these tunnels. This is smoke from the T's, so I don't think anything will happen from Alamix. The first to fall down is Walden on middle. Attempt to throw some flashes into B, but that's gonna be it. For releases on the Relaxa, I don't think they can do mostly anything. They've been spotted, I do believe, on upper tunnels, so none of the T's will get around. That's gonna be it. 7 rounds already for RCTIC eSports. Alamix falling with 3. And Eco after an Eco. They cannot do much of it. The economy is totally destroyed by the cities.
Once again, a great push in towards the B side. And Saw has been absolutely... Whoa, what a shot.
Yep, I mean, Relaxa falling to 30 HP. He, even though does have an OP, and I do believe that's enough for him falling to the B side. That's an interesting boost we can see around. Sagerton boosting on top of this double doors boxes, waiting for any of the CTs to make any movement. But if he misses any of the steps, I do believe that that's a book when you can trap yourself in here and at some point you cannot move anymore. So he have to be aware of this. Alamik just having relaxed on B side 35 HP, even though he does have the op as we said before. Is Holberg on middle, rest of the players playing for the A side. That's gonna be where probably RCTIC eSports is gonna make most of the noise, even though the bomb steals on B side, on tunnel, sorry. And it seems like they're gonna bring this bomb to the A side from short. 35 seconds remaining, some of the smokes being thrown in middle, trying to block any of the vision from Relaxa that's playing on the B side with the op. And that's it, the push. Getting onto the A side, a lot of molotovs being thrown to cover every single point inside of the side. X7 will take down to pre-releases, but that's Colbert making a refrag onto Twista. Walner taking down Sao as well, and there is Colbert coming with the help, making one, and the other shot! Colbert will take a double, and Freddy will finish with Thaggerton. So that's a kill for, a round, sorry, for Alamix. 4-7, trying to recover a bit, and you can see again, they will invest most of the money they have at double AVP side of Relaxa and Walner. And rifles for the rest.
I wanted to point out the position by Segerson. He was boosted on top of the box and long doors. But yeah, Freddy with amazing patience. If he heard Freddy fall back towards A side, he could have just fallen from the boost and then slowly creep up on Freddy. But Freddy, absolutely amazing patience. He knows that he doesn't have to leave long. They probably left a lurker around long doors. So he knows that he doesn't have to leave it at this point. All he has to do is really just wait for the lurker to appear. And he can take that easy frag. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, and this time we can see Relaxa onto the A side, trying to hold these double doors. Zoro Eraser, sorry, with an op as well on short, but that's none of the players from Alamix onto the A side this time. They playing either on short, either on car or long. As you can see, Pre-Release is playing on middle, holding this, a couple of members this time on B side. That's something new from Alamix. They usually send a single member onto the B side. This time they send two. It might be something in the nose that this time it's probably RCTIC eSports going for the B side, but that's not going to be the case because they are entering for A side. Walner with a couple of amazing shots with the op will keep on shooting, so falling as well, and Freddy joining this with a kill onto Twista. It's going to be finishing for Perelisius, taking Sagertun as well, and this way Alamix will get another round for them, 5-7. And the economy of RCTIC eSports not looking too good. We're going to open this scoreboard and also see how the players are doing. And something to see of is Walner and Colbert, 11 and 10 kills at the top fraggers for this map. Even though RCTIC eSports are taking the best for them. Having to do an eco this time. For Alamix, they didn't lost a single member on the last round, and they make the entry factor as well, as Relaxa will take down onto Sagerton. Walner this time looking for the double doors in long, but that's none of the players from RCTIC eSports around. They're actually going for the B side. Freddy and Colbert will join onto kills, and it's gonna be finally So can take down onto Freddy. I was expecting to burn out with the spray of the AK, and oh my god, Sao playing around the smoke with the knife. Oh, if he just knife it off, but that's not gonna be the thing. He keeps on doing, and Wolver will be the one knifing. So that's a ton of money for Colbert, though.
Kind of funny play by Saw. He knew, okay, I'm screwed here. There's nothing I can do, and because he went for the knife kill, Kalberg actually got the knife kill.
And this time Alamix going with 3 orbs. I mean, where's the point you stop buying AVPs? I mean, when is the moment you stop buying them?
Never. Can't have enough AWPs.
Zero Razor, sorry, the only one for RCTIC eSports to have one. And Relaxa, Wilder, and Freddy will be the ones for Alamix to have the orbs. Relaxa playing around B side. Around short, sorry. Volmer is the one holding a middle, taking down onto Zorrazer. He's gonna be Freddy towards this double doors, taking down onto Sagarton. He falls blind, and Sao will take the kill. So that's the first one for RCTIC eSports, even though they've lost a couple of members. 6-7 though. The bomb will have to fall back into the middle, and they have to think what to do. A couple of smokes being by them. So will take down onto Waldner, and this even the thing 3-on-3. Relaxa, even though does still have an op for this A side. It is with Prolisius playing around here. Colbert will be the only one on B side. He's playing by the fans. That's a nice angle when you fall yourself alone in the B side. So will take down Prolisius, and also onto Relaxa. So with 4 kills, he took the op, and that's been all. Unstoppable, the player from RCTIC eSports with that. Maybe they have to think about taking out the op from Zorrazer and giving it to So, even though it's going to be Colbert with an op from himself. Taking down So. It is Colbert against Twista this time. Falling back to the AK. Twista holding on short. Here comes Colbert. Nothing to lose. We'll take the nice headshot, and that's gonna be it. Alamix will get the round and tie the match 7-7.
Okay, let me point out why this went wrong for RCTIC Gaming, because they,
eSports.
let's be honest, they made a pretty good esport. I keep doing it. I'm sorry. It's in my head. It's stuck.
Don't worry.
But yeah, they were actually in a one-man deficit, and then they brought it back into a 2-on-1 situation.
Relaxa this time, missing the shot with the op. And that's already some information that he is actually trying to play aggressive on middle. And you can see So, this time getting from lower tunnels. He might be feeling fancy to push after this flash, and he will do, but actually Relaxa is not flashbanged. Zorrazer spotting the player with the scout, so not an op, so thankfully for Colbert, he will survive. 30 HP. So has been shotted though. A leg shot with the O falling him to 13 HP. Something we didn't saw before. We have the players from RCTIC playing on middle, hugging this Xbox. Well, we did have a couple of them as well onto these tunnels. And this pretty much seems like a big push for them. No, they are actually doing this on every single round, sending a couple of them onto these tunnels, and the other ones do the job. But that's gonna be this time Freddy taking down onto Twist as well as Sagarton, even though it was Relaxa taking T as well. Freddy Frog keeps on shotting, and he's gonna take down like 7. And Paralysis will finish with Zorrazer. So this time Alamix will get this for them 8-7, even though they were, I do believe, 5-2 and 3-7. So quite a comeback from Alamix.
Yeah, and the point I wanted to make in the 14th round, I couldn't really say because, yeah, the other round already went through, but Saul was in a 2-on-1 situation with his teammate. Up against, was it Calbert? Pistol round coming in now. I'll keep that thought.
Okay, because actually Sagarton and Zorrazer making some frags around there in long. Relaxa will make their refrag onto Sagarton, and they fall back. But a lot of movements already being done by RCTIC eSports into this A side. The bomb, even though is still playing for long. So they will keep on trying to go to this A side. Over will have to join because he's actually on T base, and he falls to 75 HP. Nice shot by So with the P2K. Slowly they keep on going for long. There's Freddy Frog with the USP, and he's a deadly man with that. He shots too good with the USP. So, getting back to this. To be So getting around there, trying to peek around, but Zorrazer and Twista on short, making some of the kills. Colbert and Relaxa will be the ones falling. Freddy Frog still playing for Car, but not so much to do. I mean, he's alone against 4 of the players by RCTIC eSports, and they will get the kill from X7. A nice round by the Finns.
Yeah, absolutely, and great hold, especially on long by Sagaton and Sorry Racer, just holding down long completely and shutting them down.
And you can see on the scoreboard, I mean, that's not a member to point of, even though Sao is playing amazingly by RCTIC eSports, and Freddy, I do believe, is the man by Alamix, the one killing the most, though, even though Colbert does have assists as well, but Freddy is taking some really important kills for Alamix. This time Alamix playing with a Scout and some upgraded pistols, as they lost the first round. They couldn't plant the bomb even though. And I do believe they're just trying to surprise RCTIC eSports having some of the weapons. Laxa, of course, playing with the Scout. And they're gonna try and make it from short. Gonna make a single step yet, and it will be Relaxa making a nice headshot onto Zororese. They will have to plan from short, but I do believe that's what they attempted to do in the start. So that's not of a problem from Alamix. 8-8. And also, they made the entry frag and they have the bomb planted. But against weapons, they will have to work a lot. Walden will take down Twista, even though there is X7 taking a couple of kills. Zagerton will make the same onto Relaxa, and they got the side right now for them. Rest of the players from Alamix are playing on short, and Freddy and Pre-Release is taking some amazing shots. This just leaves X7 and Freddy to finish this. But it actually does have a defuse kit. They will try to make this jumpy shot happen, but he sticks on defusing, and we will get that, even though he will, after all, lose his life. But Alamix, they planted the bomb. They got all of the members from RCTIC eSports down. And well,
I think someone forgot to tell Freddy that it's impossible to hit anything when you're jumping with a deagle.
There's always the hope.
Yeah, and I guess the dreams were shattered here because couldn't hit a single shot. Wow.
Well, he actually did one onto the legs, I do believe, but that was like nothing.
Oh, correct.
He kept on defusing, and this time so pushing from middle will take down Relax and Pre-Release, and Zagerton will finish with Kalberg, who before Kiloton to Twister. A nice shot by Freddy with the deagle. This puts the thing 2 against 3. Alamix does have the bomb still in the back of Waldner.
I think now Freddy realized, okay, if I'm not jumping, it's actually decently accurate.
Yeah. Freddy this time keeps on pushing for long. Couple of players around a side by RCTIC eSports. It is so on short, and Sagerton inside of, well, on Catwalk, and so Sagerton on short. This time it's going to be Sagerton to make the kill. Freddy will fall, and that leaves Wallner. He does have a FAMAS though, so not too bad for the play of Alamix. And that was, I do believe, a fake smoke onto short. So they are mostly dragged to look the other side while Wallner keeps on pushing for long. And I do believe they spot each other. I believe they did. It's going to be Wallner not making the shot. And actually, So already realizing where the play it is. But Wallner making a couple of kills here and there. And he will be planting the bomb. 1-1, X7 with an M4 though. He will come from short. And Wallner having the right point to cover this, also taking down X7 onto half HP, and he do realize that the player didn't jump down. And though they kept on shooting each other, X7 survives and keeps on going forward, but even though from behind, Wallner will take the kill, recovers this M4, and puts Alamix back onto the tie. 9-9 with the weapons against Zanico from RCTIC eSports.
Yeah, it's actually going to be a double eco, so they decide to force instead. Oh, but great job by Waldner, taking a 1-on-3 situation.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive.
And that came all off from this sick 2 kills with the FAMAS. I do believe he was making inside of the point. But this time it is RCTIC eSports pushing middle, taking a couple of kills from Relax and Pre-Release. And that's it. I mean, Colbert will finish onto Zoradazer, who was pushing double doors. Freddy will take the same onto X7. And what was passing through the mind of the player? Probably he was thinking, oh, maybe I take down the player with the knife. But finally, the easy headshot falls for Alamix. Twista sitting on 19 HP. It's going to be the last member from RCTIC eSports, and I do believe he will try to go for T-base and tries to recover one of those weapons from Alamix, and Alamix should be aware of this. If they just let one of the members into the site, that will be an easy kill for them. Because when you know that it is just a single member and you have weapons on base and the enemy team are playing on an eco, I mean, it is quite obviously that the movement by the player is going to be trying to save one of the AKs that you lost before. So anyway, it's going to be the round for Alamix as they will pick the lead 10-9. And RCTIC eSports, at least, even though it was a double eco for them, they will have a weapon for the next round.
What I want to see coming up in the next round for RCTIC is smoking off middle, and then have Twister playing B alone, and then just one member in CT spawn, and 3 members on long. That would be absolutely amazing, because they can push long on this eco, and they don't really, they don't throw any weapons away. I mean, so I want to see Sagaton buying a smoke here, but
they could put just Sagerton on a single member defending a side with the AK as he does have now, and let the rest of the players just stack onto the other or rush the other side. That's what I think it will be better for them, but actually it's going to be pushing everywhere by the members of RCTIC eSports, even though Zero Dazer can take that onto pre-releases and, well, save one of the AKs as well. Sagerton playing on long, and they will stack both of the members. They will team up and try to keep alive, because, you know, saving a couple of AKs, it is quietly good for them. Not too bad.
Yeah, if they can keep a hold to these 2 AKs, I think they'll be more or less satisfied. That being said, though, it's going to be 11-9 in the favor of Alamix, and RCTIC eSports really need to step up their game right now.
Also, Zero Dazer getting some information that they might be joining onto long and taking a single tap onto Walner. Nice headshot. He keeps on shotting, and there is Relaxer falling to half HP. Gonna be joined up by Freddy, and this way Colberg and Freddy will push from double doors. But who's watching there? It's Sagerton taking one and falling back to Colberg. So they will be able to just save one of these AKs, even though not too bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of the AKs gets dropped, but it's not the biggest issue. Obviously, they have enough money to buy up this round. They do have an AWP on Sorry Racer.
There's coming in on push long. From Alamix from long. It's gonna be Sagerton taking one onto Colbert. Paralysis taking a couple of them. Zero Dazer and Sagerton falling. But Paralysis is falling to 11 HP as well. He have to fall back, even though they have an open onto this A side. And that might be the moment to go for the B, because mostly they must know that A side is weak, and they will send reinforcements by RCTIC eSports. And as you can see, they are making the movement to the B side, just leaving Waldner with the AWP on long. Nice shot by Relax on middle doors, and also spotting the man in short. It is 7 making some shots as well, but he will fall down. Relaxa falls to 11, and the bomb is going to be well, sitting in nowhere. So they have to decide where to go, and it's going to be around A side, because actually Waldner pushed it all the way through long, and they got the information that it is completely empty. Another AVP. It is time for Freddy to save it. Twister will take an easy frag onto Paralysius, but he got TK'd by Freddy Frog. And if he keeps on pushing to this tunnel, it's gonna be an easy frag by the Relax, and that's the thing. Alamix, 12 rounds, getting closer to actually this match point for them. And RCTIC eSports that came here as the favorites, they are trailing by 3 rounds. And also making an eco right now.
Yeah, RCTIC might actually...
Oh my god, that shot by Freddy takes down onto Twister. Bye-bye, you're not playing until the next round. And this way RCTIC eSports are already on lost members. Nice headshot by Colbert onto X7. And you can see So already falling back, but Wellner falling in the shot with the AWP. Right now Alamix feeling really comfortable. And even though it was an eco for RCTIC eSports, the way they dropped down, I mean... Amazing play by Alamix. This shot in middle was already like, okay, we're not gonna do anything for this round. And sorry, you was talking before this shot with the AWP from Freddy, who also takes Zuri Days as well. And we quietly block your talking.
Yeah, all I was saying is Arctic, as you pointed out, favorites coming into this whole qualifier here actually. They got knocked out in their first round, or in their first game, against LMX on Inferno, or on Mirage rather, my bad. And right now, I mean, they might even get shut down on the finish line by LMX once again.
Yeah, and you can see already double stack in B. 7 and Twist are defending. Wallner with the AWP, trying to pick around middle. There's an AWP as well for Freddy, who's been playing amazingly. And there's the lineup. Cole will take Twist. That was 7, who was crouched. Will be taken down onto Colbert, so refract has been done, even though X7 falls to 60 HP. Zuru Razor will miss the shot onto Relaxa, and that's gonna leave Relaxa with another kill for himself, and 7 have to throw this amazing flash on middle. Will take his shot on Relaxa, so 2 kills already by the plate of RCTIC eSports. And somehow, when it seemed like LMX could have taken this round, it is just missing so many things, and X7 will take another one onto the B side for releases, will take down Sao on middle, and right now, well, X7 will be surrounded by TS taking down onto releases, 4 kills already for him. Maybe you're gonna go for the A's, Wolner and Tunnels with the AWP. To do this is gonna be a fall from the shot, and or a teammate throwing an amazing flash, so X7 can take these A's for himself. RCTIC eSports back into the game probably. At least for X7, feeling fancy after this. 15 kills for the player.
Great job by 7 here. The Molotov he threw into Obertons actually managed to secure the kill for him in middle, because he couldn't get peek from Obertons. Great job.
Indeed, indeed. Already spotting a couple of members into short, but that's not gonna be the thing. Twister will survive with half HP. And also the nade will take down Pro Releases and Walner to 7-ish. So 13-10, Alamix is still in the lead for 3 rounds. RCTIC eSports fighting their way off. Right now with an AWP on Zero Dazer. He's not playing too bad with that, even though the last couple of rounds he missed some easy shots with that. But they have to trust in Zero Dazer, even though if he doesn't feel fancy, the AWP can fall for So, as we've seen before. He's doing pretty well with that. Wallner trying to shot around short, but So this time covering from ramp. That's gonna take this.
So is actually in a good position because he can peek through.
Ooh,
a shot
Freddy.
once again from Freddy.
Down onto
Yeah, he can
Twist at
peek
the
in
inside,
a
and there's
small gap.
Wallner pushing onto the middle. There was the last member on B falling X7, and right now Arctic does know, okay, that's nothing we can do, just fall back and let Alamix get closer to the match point. 14-10. RCTIC eSports, when we say that they were getting closer, they, well, fall a step back again. Even though they will keep on saving the open, well, a couple of rifles, if Alamix doesn't feel like hunting for this. And Alamix, so far they didn't lost a single member. So pretty good for them on this round. But I mean,
This leaves them on 14 rounds. It's going to be very tough for Arctic to come back into this one.
and the surprise, it is actually Freddy playing amazingly with the AWP. It is not actually Relaxa, but Freddy with another one onto Zero Dazer will deny the AWP for RCTIC eSports onto the next round. And this way Alamix will get a round away from the match point. And also Walner finishing with Sao. It's going to be an eco for RCTIC eSports. As we can see, the money is not any good for them. And
They decide to force it up once again.
It's actually a scout for X7. He's going to get a shot into the feet. Half HP by the scout from RCTIC eSports. And double AVP by Alamix. If you can see, Freddy and Relaxa will keep with that. They had this on the last round, even though they will keep trying, though. X7 trying to shot onto this and making Freddy fall to 17 HP, but it will be Walden finishing with X7. Attempting that they will be pushing this middle door, but that's not going to be a thing. Fully blinding onto Sao. Sao with just the noise making the shot onto Colbert, but it's going to be Colbert finally taking the frag, relax as well to Sagerton, and that's going to be the match point for Alamix. I don't think that they can do anything. Walner will finish with Zuderazer as well, and well, Twister will make the refrag.
Yeah, Twister does manage to get one frag, but I mean, what's the point in one frag? And you leave Alamix on 15-10 now. This is GG. I don't see RCTIC coming back from this one.
I mean, actually, they're mentally destroyed. Actually, this moment, they know that's nothing they can do. They are on an eco and they're fighting out against a couple of AVPs. Relaxa will take the first one onto Sao, and there is Zagerton. Maybe he does have the angle to make the shot with the Deagle. He will use the smoke to jump in and well take some of the utility that his teammate had around. It was this grenade, and actually falls Relaxa to 20 HP. Walner will take a kill on Walden with another one onto Zuderazer and Twister. And Paralysis will take another one onto 7. And I don't know why GoTV is just stuck onto Zagerton. Hopefully he can take a kill around here and there, but that doesn't look like a thing that's going to happen. And Relaxa from behind with the P250 will take the kill. And Alamix will go to the Pantamera alongside with Barlos Gaming.
Barlos Gaming, yes, correct.
So I don't know, that's going to be the thing for today. Quite an amazing journey of Counter-Strike. We've seen quietly great matches today. It was this one of
a lot of breaks as well. That was great.
Yeah, I mean, well, that wasn't great at all, but yeah, a lot of breaks. It's been almost 6 hours, and I do believe 2 of them were breaks. But yeah, anyway.
Pretty much.
That's going to be the thing, an amazing match by Alamix. They actually made a comeback because RCTIC eSports did an amazing start on City side. But I don't know how, but they end up leaving Alamix come back out of this. And they've been
one of the things I do want to point out before we finish, the 14th round, I tried to talk a bit about it.
Oh yeah, that 14th round that you pull on Targan moment.
It was a 2-on-1 situation in favor of RCTIC, and Kalberg was in middle with an AWP. Saw actually threw the bomb. There was a smoke covering. They took up long. My bad. There was a smoke covering long cross, and Saw threw the bomb over the smoke, and he still decides to peek. And he actually lost the round. Yeah. Kalberg managed to take him down with the AWP. Then he swapped up to an AK, pushed onto side, and took the second kill as well, and won the round for his team. So basically, saw through that one for his team. That was this could have ended in the favor of RCTIC if not by mistakes like this.
But that's
and that wasn't the only mistake.
The fact that throw that nade, it's actually that C4. Sorry, it's actually a common thing, just in case that any of the CTs does have an op that you don't know, and they can use it from far away to kill you in your way to the A site. So this way, if you have a friend around on RAM, you just throw him the bomb, and you are safe. But actually, it was, I do believe, it was Waldner, the one making the play back from B side onto CT, and then winning the round for Alamix. He did an amazing job. I mean, the way he played this, playing exactly what he had to do, taking a couple of kills, and then playing on a 1v1 situation against, I do believe it was Soul. He did an amazing job of game sense, actually, knowing what he had to do at every single moment.
I agree. Great individual play coming through from LMX, and especially, as you said, Waldner. Waldner was going in huge in this matchup. And, I mean, I'm sorry to say, Finnish guys, but RCTIC Gaming was not showing up today. I mean, they got beaten up in the first match against LMX, actually, at 1500 hours. 16-4 on... It was actually cash. I just checked. It was actually cash. They got absolutely destroyed by LMX on cash. And once again here on Dust 2, LMX beat them up once again. They did manage to win over Desperados in the lower bracket and Beta's Tacos and Mix as well, but they
Well,
just couldn't do anything against
beside Mix, I
LMX.
do believe that it wasn't a hard task for them to beat Desperados and Vados. And I do believe even from RCTIC eSports being fans, they play Desperados a lot of times on scrims and stuff like that, so they know how they play each other. But beside this, before finishing with the cast, both of teams, Balros Gaming and Alamix, they're going to Sweden. Well, they keep on home. They just have to take a bus or a train. And they're going to go on the Pantamera, playing against teams like Fnatic, like Torpedo. How do you think they're gonna perform, both of the teams? I mean, we've been Balros Gaming playing amazingly, and LMX they had this amazing match against Team 2-1 as well.
Yeah, I agree. That being said, though, it's gonna be a tough task for both Arctics and not Arctic, LMX and Walrus in the Pantamera challenge at Inferno Online, because not only will they face Torpedo and NP, but they're NP being no problem.
Yeah.
But they're also gonna face Fnatic, who is invited, one of the main names invited. So it's gonna be very, very tough for them to do anything about it, I believe, at least.
But in the same position when it was the ESL Nordic Nationals, Torpedo came as one of the underdogs, and they end up winning the thing. And I do believe that Balros Gaming does have what it takes to at least put some fight on this matches. I didn't saw today LMX playing that good, but also Balros Gaming did play amazingly on both of the matches we've casted. And
Correct.
I do think that they can put some fight, at least onto No Problem, who are not on their best shape. I don't think none of the teams are as good as Torpedo, and I'm not talking about Fnatic, of course. But for talking about Sweets, they're still an inch away from Torpedo. But I do think that Balros Gaming can put a fight in this event of Pantamera, personally.
I hope so, and I hope LMX can do the same, because I mean, it's gonna be a tough task up against top teams as Fnatic, and we haven't even seen the full invited list yet. We still have 3 more invited people in teams to get invited.
I am expecting,
far.
knowing that they're doing on Inferno Online, they have to invite Ninjas in Pyjama. Come on, they have a room in there. They play
correct.
in the daily basis.
I also believe they're gonna invite some Danes, to be honest. We saw Dignitas SK Gaming doing absolutely great a couple of days ago.
Dignitas are masters in tactics. I mean, they're doing amazingly.
Yeah, exactly. So I do believe that they're gonna invite either SK Gaming or Dignitas to the main event, and we need to see Valros Gaming and LMX to step up their tactical game to be able to take down any top teams, to be honest.
Okay. So anyway, I think that with that's everything for today. Do you remember you can follow ESL Nordic on the Twitter at ESL Nordic. You can do the same with Pantamera. They have Pantamera in there, and you can follow ourselves. You can follow official Giete on Twitter, and you can follow Mark Ross. That's me. On Twitter as well. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed at home. I can tell you for sure that from my side, and probably Frederick as well, we've enjoyed the matches we casted today.
Absolutely.
And we hope to team up soon again. So see you guys in the next matches.
Yeah, take care, boys.
'cause I never knew it was my imagination. I never wanted to say what I said, I just wanted an explanation. When I close my